Tips for Truckers over here, and today I'm getting a video request, bunch of video requests of how much can I make driving a truck. Well, it's really not that simple because there's a lot of sectors, and the biggest thing is you really get out what you put into it. And I know that sounds so cliched and everything, but you know, different sectors pay a lot more. Like flatbedding, I don't think flatbedding's worth the extra pay. You got to kind of just really enjoy the exercise and everything. But hazmat tanker adds a little bigger degree of a little bit more work, a little bit more risk, so it pays a little bit better than driving a reefer or a dry van or anything like that. If you're driving in Wyoming all the time, you're probably gonna get paid a little bit more than if you're driving in, you know, a beautiful state like Tennessee. But yeah, so let's get down to some numbers here. So when you first start off, your first year, what most people do is they end up going to a big company, and what these big companies do is they'll train you, and then you sign a contract saying, I'm going to work for you for a year, and you're going to pay me this low wage, and that's going to make up for it. And you know, for a lot of people, that's not a bad deal. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't do that, and I'm not saying that you shouldn't also sometimes just pay outright for trucking school. And then see where you can go from there. It's really up to you and depends on your situation. But that's what most people do. And so your first year, you're probably not going to make much. You're probably going to make, honestly, 37 to 40,000. I probably made 35 my first year, to be honest with you. Maybe if that, you know. But anyway. But your second year, people mess up their first year and everything. Your greatest liability your first year, and believe it or not, your second year, your risk of getting in an accident and screwing things up is a lot less. I mean, the learning curve drops off significantly with trucking after 1 year. So your second year, I would say expect to earn about 50. Maybe 60 if you could find the right company. And I've done videos on this before where you really got to do the research, put in the time, find the right company. I did a video on turnover. Check it out. I'll try to put a link in the description if I remember. And yeah, but then, you know, after your second year, you can make, if you want to get into a more difficult sector, you can make 70, 80. If you want to do something real difficult, if you can find a real good company, you could probably maybe make up to 90, but that's about the cap. Now, there are drivers making over 100,000, but you're going to have to do a lot of work. You want to work in the oil field in Wyoming in the middle of winter, you know, and never go home. Yeah, you could probably make $100,000 after you have 10 years of experience. I'm not getting paid by any company to sponsor, but I've heard that Walmart does a real good job, really takes care of their employees. Off the top of my head, I can't really name any other companies to recommend. If you're an owner-operator, I would recommend like Mercer or Landstar Ranger, Reliable Carriers. Those are all real good companies for owner-operators, I've heard. But for a company driver, man, they're few and far between, to be honest with you. And you're really going to have to do your research. But yeah, when you start off, you're going to make 40,000 or so, and then it'll go up from there. Trust me. As long as you keep your nose clean and everything, and don't screw up. But it's Matt with Tips for Truckers. Have a great day.